All right, and with that, welcome to game number two. Oh yeah, I was going for the ESPN like late '90s, 2000s intro with that. Definitely took a lot of inspiration from that. Wanted to make it different from the NFL intros, but at the same time make it feel nostalgic for something you've never had before. I'm really happy with how that came out, and I really like the music I created for that one. It took a bit of maneuvering, but was like, you know what, this sounds good. I'm just messing around on the keyboard. Literally, that's how these songs come to be. Just messing around with GarageBand, and I was messing around with like some notes, found messing around with some synths, and was like, you know what, this actually kind of works. I can build something off this, and it worked out. So, thank you guys again for tuning in. If you never made your live stream before, how it works like this, fire one in the chat with any questions you may have. I'm happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. We called the High Point UNCG game earlier today, and now we are ending with UTSA against St. Mary's. St. Mary's heavy favorites to win this one. UTSA looking at above 500 as the Gales coming off of the loss to Arizona State, their first loss of the season. UTSA coming off of a win against Houston Christian last time out, 78-71. Vito with the tour. Let's go Gales. All right. If you are a member, you're just for either one of those teams using those emojis in the chat. We do have the emojis for these teams. Vito, which game do you want for you make the call? Every donation also counts toward you make the call. You help me decide which game we're going to do on Saturday night. Are we calling the Big Ten Championship or are we calling the ACC Championship? Which game are we calling? V-Dub, your $2 will help determine that. So thank you again for tuning in. I should note, do we have starting lineups in? Do we have starting lineups in? Sidearm does not have. You know, it is GAELS. It is. It's the GAELS. You know, it's not Gales. Gales like the wind. Like, GALES is how you spell it, like the wind. It's ELS. It's ELS. That's the correct spelling. GALES is how you spell it with the wind. But the team name is GAELS. All right, I guess you need to say, how much time could we realistically spend at the Epcot Aquarium? Is it a must-go-to when I'm in Epcot? No, not really. Not really. I've never been really a big aquarium person. I feel like with an aquarium, you can get that anywhere. Now, I will say, eating at the Coral Reef is different. The Coral Reef that's a great restaurant, and you get the backdrop of the aquarium. That's cool. But, like, realistically spending time at the aquarium, is not. So, Gale, G-A-E-L. If you're thinking G-A-L-E, that's the wind. G-A-E-L is a member of the Gaelic-speaking peoples inhabiting Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man. So, it's a term for a member of, basically a member of a population. So, it's a different spelling. Different word. All right. And we're going to start this game. This game over on ESPN Plus. If you do want to watch this game over on ESPN Plus, I will unless it was. Oh, wow. We're going to do a lot more college basketball streams. We're going to be doing a lot more streams after football season's done. Figuring out that there's no weeknight football in terms of Tuesday night college football and whatnot. The floodgates are open in terms of streaming stuff. You know, it's still pronounced the same. Yeah, it's like weather and weather. Yeah, it's like, there are tons of words like that. If it was time manager was done, Michaela has to be quicker than that. He does, but then again, the offensive line didn't get set in time. So even if Michaela wanted to spike the ball or do something, he couldn't. Overall, outcome was a really bad decision, had a really bad outcome. Yeah. I don't know how different it would have been with COVID if that wasn't a thing. The idea was fine, but they caught too many costs, and now it looks like a shell of itself. It's awful what it looks like now. Like, no one calls it by, what is it, like World Celebration, World Showcase, World Discovery, like what is it? Like, it was awful. Magic got the wild card in the cup. Why do you want that, though? I honestly would not. I mean, if you make the quarterfinals because you go 4-0, I get it. I think the best thing for the Magic if we were going to lose would be lose the game like by 37 or whatever it was, just so that you don't have to play tougher opponents going forward. Like, I would rather, like, the cup means nothing. 70% you ran with UTSA to win this one. Oh, wow. Okay. St. Mary's, heavy favorites to win. Yeah, one of them say, all good. Video Parkcrest dropped today about the equipment. That's why I asked. Oh, all good. All good. St. Mary's against UTSA getting underway. And just a massive chaos for the ball to start off. St. Mary's in the white. UTSA, Mo Naji in the... Who they're going to retip. They're going to retip. There was too much chaos in that one. So retip. Mitchell Saxon going to take this tip for St. Mary's. And this time Saxon wins the tip. And Augustus going to take it up. Going to give it off to Paulius. Lithuanians starting for the Gales today. Ross. Jordan Ross feeds it down low. Easy lay-in to start this game for the Gales. Easy lay-in to start. It's Mitchell Saxon down low. Saxon, last time out in that loss, 10 points. Nearly double-double, 9 rebounds. Now UTSA starting on their first one to try to drive the baseline, looking for any space. Kicks it back up top. It's Monsanto. Monsanto fakes a step-back three. Barrett, nice defense there. Back to Mo. Now dumping it down low, trying to feed it to the post. No good. Blocked on the plane and will go out of bounds. It will be St. Mary's basketball. Where's St. Mary's? It is in Washington. St. Mary's not a real school to football. Neither was Gonzaga in that case. Well, that's off the knees. That can be backcourt. They're going to say no. It was tipped by UTSA. So Barrett able to retain possession. Barrett kicks it up top to Augustus. Up 21 the fourth game with a touchdown. Thought it would be a regular kickoff. They went for outside. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. 3-point try here. It's short off the front rim and rebound easy by UTSA. Monsanto gives it off to Spears. Spears up top to the center. Center sets a screen. Monsanto, deep three, way off the back of the rim. But can they get the board? They cannot. It gets last touch by UTSA. And it will be out of bounds, St. Mary's ball. I say Washington. Gonzaga's in Washington. St. Mary's is California. Yes, St. Mary's is California. I say Washington. Yeah, because I talked about Gonzaga earlier with non-football school. That was what it was. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that Netflix stock looks like it's going to be crap. It's going to be so crap. Saxon gives it off to Barrett. Back down low to Saxon. Trying to get Saxon involved early on. Posting up. Drives inside. Gets the foul call. So Saxon going to go to the line and shoot 2. Saxon 2 for 4 the last game from the line. This season, if you're going to foul someone, Mitchell Saxon is the guy to foul. He's 12 for 28 from the stripe this season, just 42%. The first free throw here, way off. Make it 12 for 29 now from the stripe for the grad student from Seattle. Saxon this season averaging 8.3 points per game, but not getting at the line, 0 for 2. And it will be UTSA ball. So now 12 for 30 is Saxon from the charity stripe. 7 true free throws are big, but that is uncharacteristically bad. Anything below 50% like that. UTSA, no field goals so far. Melender takes it up. Now corner 3 on the step back dribble, got it. It's Spears. First points of the game for the Roadrunners. They take an early 3-2 lead. Barrett going to go to the top to Ross. Ross screen set by Saxon. Nope, now Saxon pulls back. Saxon back up top. Bit of miscommunication there. Augustus has it. 10 on the clock. Screen by Saxon. Augustus, double teamed, has to get rid of it. Down low to Saxon. Saxon, can he get anything? Here he can off the glass. Did not have the height advantage there. UTSA center Mo Nige is 6'11", so really had to work to get that one, but got it to go. Now UTSA in possession. Going to get a foul defensively. It's number 2 on St. Mary's. As a reminder, if you like what you see links to the channel, this game is over on ESPN Plus if you do want to watch it. We're just calling the action live on stream, as we do for a ton of games on this channel. On top, it's Scott. Scott off to Melender. Melender trying to feed Scott down low, but intercepted on the play. And Barrett going to take it up. Picked up by Saxon. Barrett back to Saxon. Feeds it down low to Paulius. Foul on the floor. Lane will not count. This will be the second foul of the game on the Roadrunners. Sorry to say, but I'm cheering for Jags to lose. I'm kind of hoping the same thing. I honestly don't want to win at this point. I want Travis. 3-point try from the corner off the inbound play. No good, but gets the board. Is Barrett. What the heck is this camera angle? Oh, this is going to be nauseating. Ross. Ross spins inside. Ross cannot get the friendly roll, but the putback is good by Saxon. Oh, God. This broadcast is going to be painful. I can already tell. 6-3. Colton May AC sounds less as a Jets for the last 25 years. Yeah, it's... I love that stat. Spears. Just trying to drive. Pulls it back from the elbow. Now he's going to feed it to Scott. Scott, floater from the charity stripe. No good. Eventually tipped back out. It's Monsato. Deep running three. No good. And Barrett, or excuse me, Paulius with the easy board. Augustus kicks it out to Ross. Ross fakes the corner three. Now trying to drive the baseline. Kicks it back out to Paulius. Paulius to Ross. Ross now going to reset. Saxon up top. Saxon, the center, trying to drive inside. Gets the reaching call there. Will be the third foul already on the Roadrunners. Takes to the first TV timeout. 6-3 so far, your score. Now, sidearm is glitching badly right now. I wish I had some stats for you from sidearm, but that's always the tool I use. Usually pretty good. It's kind of glitchy for this one. Maybe for Sixers tank soon when they won back-to-back. Yeah, no reason to tank for it to do it now. No reason to root for it now. Especially because they can make the playoffs still. If everyone's 2-10 loses out, Jaguars get the first pick. I think Jaguars get the first. If they lose out. About saying tank and then trade the pick for multiple picks. Although, if you get Travis Hunter and Gonzalez on the outside, I mean, how insane would that be? Who's throwing on that? Who's thrown on them at that point? All right, let's see if... I'm trying to see why sidearm is not... Is sidearm... So usually, like, you get live stats from sidearm. It says it automatically updates. But sidearm is not working with this game, so we have to go over to ESPN on the box score. It doesn't have as many stats. But we'll give you a quick update of this action. You made the call on this game. If you're wondering why we're doing this game, you guys made the call on this one. We do a lot of that this season. We're going to do a lot of you make the calls where you want me to decide which game we were calling. St. Mary's UTSA was the one that won this one. UTSA just 25% to start off. I know they'll drive inside, just 1 2-pointer attempted. And you lined up badly. They do. Keep him upright. Keep him upright. Keep him upright. He's the greatest game for Jaguars. Whereas he could potentially. He could potentially. If that game is crap, I think it is going to be Christmas time, and everyone's going to be super busy around that time because college football season and NFL season pick up tremendous. So, Tree's not really that big on college, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, so after the foul on the floor, inbounded from the side, is Augustus. I hate this floor angle. This floor angle is crap. Get rid of the floor angle. Augustus, going to try and lay it in off the glass. Got it. Easy drive inside. 8-3 the score. Now we're back to camera one. Thank God. Melender. Melender looking for anything. Going to pass it back to the top of the floater from the block. Nothing doing. And it will be rebounded by Saxon. Now taking it up are the Gales. Ross. Ross back up top to Barrett. Barrett tries to dump it down low. They are going to get a foul call on UTSA as he lost possession. We're seeing the country. I mean, probably go with something like Mississippi on that one. Augustus, inbound from the baseline. It's Barrett. Barrett fakes the three. Thought about it for a second. Now Barrett, kick it back up top to Augustus. Augustus Looking, blocked on the shot, but then picked up by Paulius. Paulius gets his own board and gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. 5 fouls already on the Roadrunners. The size is too much for them to handle. And Paulius Morauskas is going to the line, the Lithuanian, to shoot 2. He's 16 for 23 from the stripe this season. The first governor Massachusetts McCollum. Oh, wow. Holy cow. First free throw. It's good. Paulius, last time out against ASU. 9 points, 9 boards. Oh, my clock should not be running. Last time on the stripe, they went 0 for 2. This time they go 2 for 2. 10-3 already for the Gales. Up by a touchdown. 5 minutes into this one. It's Mahmoud. Gets fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Nazar Mahmoud. The sophomore from Texas. Came off the bench last time out. Scored 2 points this season. Averaging about 5.3 points per game. He's been money at the line, though, this season. 11 for 12, and his chances, 91%. And a rough start for the Roadrunners. Just 1 field goal, not being able to drive inside. Can they get some points back at the charity stripe? They do get 1. Mahmoud makes the first. Are they William Bradford Carver both through my family tree? Oh, that's insane. It's a rich family tree. And he gets both. Augustus. Gonna take it up. He's it to Barrett. Still no lineup changes for St. Mary's thus far. Gonna post up top. Now kicks it back out to Augustus. Augustus. Kicks it up top. 3-point try for Paulius. No good. Too strong on that one. They're gonna get over the back foul. They're gonna get an over the back on the board. Luke Barrett tried to get the board, and it's a foul over the back. That's 6 fouls already on the Roadrunners. We're not even 6 minutes into this one. Wide off the mark, but it... Oh, wait. Is this a replay? This is a replay. This broadcast is just crap. I'm going to say it was a shooting foul. So Barrett go to the line and shoot 2. Barrett, first shot is good. Barrett did not take the free throw last time out. This broadcast is going to be just painful. Just made a delivery to a customer, looked at me and name dropped my Uncle Eli because of how I look like him. I said, well, I've been told I look like him, especially since he was like, oh, wow. Yeah, run to the family. Second free throw is good. So Barrett drills both. They'll be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way this half. So early foul trouble here for the Roadrunners. As now UTSA looking for just their second field goal of the day. Scott tries to dump it off to Melender, loses it, but gets it back. 3-point try. It is too strong, no good. Foul on the floor. A lot of whistles so far early on in this one. He gets St. Mary's for an over the back. First of all, the crap rockets. This has not been good. This has not been good. It's funny too because these are usually like ESPN Plus. Usually these are the best broadcasts because usually you outsource to other people because students have finals. The Euro step there, Melender to Horton in for the first time today. Now trying to drive inside. The bunny out. Mahmoud misses the shot. And it's rebound on the play by Saxon. Saxon gives it to Augustus to take it up. 14 minutes left in the first. It's all St. Mary's in this one. Just 1 field goal for the Roadrunners so far. They got the size advantage showing off. Barrett up top. We're going to drive inside. Kicks it back to Paulius. Now back up top is Augustus. Augustus down the clock. Augustus going to try to drive inside. Gets the foul. And that's 1-1. Already in the bonus. We are barely 6 minutes into this one. Yeah, this would be the answer to that one, yeah. Yeah, close fouls. So usually students don't work the games. So at that point, you either have fewer cameras or you outsource it. First free throw here for Augustus. That one's good. 13-5. This season, Augustus from the line, 20 for 24 before this game. The senior from Lithuania. Yeah, 2 Lithuanians in the starting lineup, Augustus and Paulius. The best teams in the world at 3x3. This one is good. St. Mary's 4 for 6 from the stripe today, and they'll be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way in this first half. So they are up by 9. Yeah, they're very slow on the score with this too. 3-point drive by Mahmoud. Mahmoud, long, put back, no good. Gets to the board to Scott, and Scott fouled down low. That'll be 4 on the Gales. Let's say it's the most earthquakes. Rhymes with Shmalish Shmornia. 5 fouls on St. Mary's. You ever watching football? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this broadcast is... Whoo, man. This is a nauseating broadcast. The inbound here down low. We resume play. UTSA with the ball. Driving inside Melender. Melender pulls up from the block. Nothing doing. Too strong on that one. Saxon on the board. Mikey Lewis checks into the game. Augustus taking it up. 1 field goal so far in the first 7 minutes of action for the Roadrunners. Nice screen there set by Saxon. But a nice block on the play. It's going to remain St. Mary's ball. Augustus' shot was blocked. Oh, Alaska's first? I would never have guessed that. Yeah, why are they going like with this low camera? Like, camera 1. There's a reason camera 1 exists. Go with it the whole time. Saxon down low on the inbound play. Nothing doing. Gets his own board, though. And we'll feed it back out. Open for 3. Mikey Lewis gets it. Mikey Lewis, the Gales up by 12. Lewis, one of the best 3-point shooters so far this season. 41% this year. And he gets that open one. They're going to get an offensive foul on UTSA. It goes from bad to worse. It's 8 fouls on the Roadrunners already. St. Mary's ball off the turnover. Just 1 field goal 7 minutes into this contest. It was 3-2 at one point. It's a 15-2 run. Backdoor cut. Too easy. Too easy on that one. Backdoor cut for Barrett. 19-5. It's a 17-2 run for a borderline top 25 team. Horton tries to drive inside. He loses it. Now they're in transition. Mikey Lewis. Lewis, lay-in, reverse lay-in, no good. Rebound on the play by Horton. Taking it up. It's Spears. Spears kicks it out. Horton, 3-point try, on line, but short. And Ashton Hardaway gets the board. 1-1. I just want a good game. I call it down the middle. I have no ties to either one of these schools. And they're going to get a foul on Horton as he tried to drive inside. So it'll be a 1-1 when we get back. 19-5. No field goals during that media possession. And St. Mary's heavy favorites in this one. And someone they're playing. It's not hard to see why. How's Spirit? I'm not calling the Jags game this week. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So we're on official timeout. UTSA, if you're wondering, 1 for 10 from the field. When you shoot 10%, you're probably not going to win a whole lot of games. No assists. Ball movement's pretty sluggish. 12 rebounds for the Gales, just 6 for the Roadrunners. 6 offensive boards already for St. Mary's. 2 by Barrett, 2 by Saxon. Can we hide this game? There's no Heidi for the You Call You Decide because the games are so quick. The games are so quick, there's no Heidi. We're with this the whole way through. It's a bit different from football because there's tons of games on and the games run super long. But for something like this where the games are not even 2 hours. You've never been to Glacier National? I've never been to any national park. I gotta go to the Grand Canyon at some point. It's 19-5 the score. It was 3-2 at one point. Is a 9-0 run. Just one field goal for the Roadrunners. Pick St. Mary's. Yeah, I think most people, 73% of you were riding with UTSA. I'm not sure why at the start. It's in heavy favorites. Heavy favorites. St. Mary's in this one. If you're wondering, 22.5-point favorites is what ESPN had him as. And St. Mary's, 7-1 this season. Lost to Arizona State their last time out. Other than that, they've been perfect. As for the Roadrunners, from the American Conference, coming off a win against Houston Christian, 2 straight wins, being them and Merrimack. You know, one of those wins was against a non-D1 school. Augustus hits the first free throw. It is 20-5. Anyone to pick blindly? All good. All good. Second free throw. Good. 6 straight makes at the stripe for St. Mary's. 21-5. It's an 11-0 run for the Gales. And an 18-2 run. And so I'm going to inbound this one and go into Spears. Spears takes it up. Augustus on him. Skylar Wicks checks into the game for the first time. Don't see a lot of guys wearing numbers in the 80s, but he's wearing number 88. Spears. Running shot, no good. Wild shot, plenty of time on the clock. They cannot drive inside on this team. They cannot drive inside. Barrett gets the easy board. Going to give it to Augustus. 21-5. Easy layup. That perfect screen there. 23-5. And UTSA going to call a timeout. Horrible defense there. No deception off the screen either. Just a simple screen. Everyone bit the wrong way. An easy lay-in. 23-5 the score. I mean, this has been brutal so far. There is no other way to say it. This is one team that just looks very comfortable offensively, and one team that does not. 47% from the field is St. Mary's, and a lot of easy looks, I should say. 9% UTSA. They're 0 for 5 from 2. They cannot drive inside. They don't have the physicality to play tight defense down low. 9 personal fouls already. This has just been a disastrous game thus far. Except that he was spending only 3 minutes. No, I think they got it right. It's a lengthy suspension considering he hadn't been suspended before. And the leather was pretty scathing. I think the next time he does anything like that, he's going to be out indefinitely. I didn't think he was going to get suspended for life. I think they should have. But long 2 there. No good, but gets to the board. And there's a putback dunk. They get the board, and Mo knows dunks on that one. Stops a 13-0 run. They get the second chance dunk. First 2 of the game. We're 9 minutes in. 3-point try. It's long. But foul on the floor. Trying to get the board was Barrett. He was pushed from the back. And St. Mary's going to the line to shoot 2. And they'll shoot 2 the rest of the way. For this half. Yeah, these fade-ins are so bad on this broadcast. Spearman Allen would be an immediate upgrade for their crew. Oh yeah, he would be. He would be like the number 3 crew. First free throw for Barrett. Good. 9 straight free throws made by the Gales. 24-7. Waiting on the second. Here we go. Second free throw. Their hot streak from the line continues. Start off 0 for 2, but since then they've been perfect. Not good from the line last time out against Arizona State. People, they lost the game. They were just 6 for 12. Shooting way better here tonight. Long 3-point try, and that's an air ball. Monsanto tried it. Rushed that shot. Likes taking those threes. 44 attempts this season. 8 2-pointers, 44 threes he's attempted. Hitting about 37% of the time in that department. That one well off the mark. St. Mary's gets it back. Augustus to Lewis. Back to Augustus up top. Lewis. Thought about taking the deep three. Not going to try it. 6 on the clock. It's been a two-man passing between those. Now Lewis going to try driving sight. Not going to kick back out to Augustus. Now kick it out to the corner with 1 on the clock. Gets it off. It's good. But did the shot clock expire? I think it did. It expire? I think it... They're reviewing it. Barrett's corner 3 was good, but did the shot clock expire? All right, Kentucky is south. Virginia, D.C., Maryland, Delaware, Mid-Atlantic. West Virginia is in that weird zone. West Virginia, I don't know what you call West Virginia. Yeah, the shot clock expired. That will not count. Ball did not get off in time. The ball did not get off in time. Let's double check this again. Yeah, the ball is not leave his arms in time. It was just two-man working around, hoping Barrett would be uncovered, and he was. But that should not count, and it will not. He got a 750K. Let's go. Let's go. 3/4 of the way there. We're trying to get to 70K, so if you like what you see, like and subscribe. We're trying to get to a 10th of what Grossi has, so if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Help us out a ton. If you're not done so already, we do tons of streams for tons of different sporting events, including this one tonight. You guys made the call on this one. We're doing this one. 25-7 again. That 3 not counting by Barrett. Spears pulls up, floats it. That's an air ball. That's 2 air balls already for UTSA. They just are not shooting it well from the field. About 13% from the field this game. Fly from Boston to Aruba the next morning. Oh, wow. Enjoy Aruba. I love Aruba. I went there in, 2018? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Augustus. Playing a bit of a trap at the wings. Let's kick it out. Augustus takes a 3. It's contested off the backboard. No good, but rebound on the play by Hardaway. I think it was last touch by UTSA. And they'll do a playoff game inauguration day? That'll be during the divisional round, so no. No, that would be during the divisional round. They do the Monday before, but not bad. Augustus. Mikey Lewis. Back to Augustus. Tipped, but going down low. Misses the dunk. They got a foul. They do get a foul. It was a tip pass, and Harry Wessels able to recover it off the tip. And shooting to the rest of the way for this half. Harry Wessels at the line. 9 for 12 this season. A 7'1" Australian center. Nicholas MLK. Oh, wow. Let's go, baby. Let's go. First free throw by Wessels. This one is good. St. Mary's very, very good at the stripe. You know, I'm saying let's go because of the non-school part. I'm saying let's go because of the non-school part. And not having school is always a good thing. Always a good thing to not have school. Second free throw, good. 27-7. UTSA trying to get anything going here. Down by 20 already. Weaving it around. It's the G for the first time today. Back up top to Smith. 8 on the clock. Trying to drive inside. Nothing there. Step back 3. It's a wild shot. Nothing doing. Can't get the board. And St. Mary's now in transition. Mikey Lewis driving down low. Working the baseline. Kicks it out. Trying to drive inside. Floats it up. Barrett no good. And last touch by Barrett. So we'll be UTSA ball. 8:20 left. UTSA can beat the Wizards. I mean, they're tanking. They're tanking. A very different time period back then. Very different time period. Trying the backdoor cut. It's picked up by Augustus. Augustus sweeps that with ease. Kicks it out. Tries a three-point attempt. It's wide open for Mikey Lewis. Mikey Lewis hits another one. 8 minutes to go in the first. UTSA working the baseline, down by 23. Tight defense by Wessels. Wessels guarding him all the way. The clock will stop with 7:50. $30-7. Timeout. UTSA is they had nothing to do. They're going to get a call for 3 seconds. They didn't do anything there. They have only 2 left already. 30-7. Yeah, I think we know how this one's going. It was 3-2 at one point. It was 3-2 at one point. And then it all just kind of fell apart. In terms of games that we are calling, what was High Points record for their first year in your dynasty? I think they had 3 losses. I think we had 3. We are doing Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. I'm hoping to do trivia, but no promises on that. I have to check the system. Friday night, Mountain West. Saturday, we're doing either one of those 2 games at night, Big 12 at 12, and 4 o'clock, we're doing SEC. And every donation will count to deciding one of those 2 games. If you like what you see, if you do like betting, go to oddstream.com, use my code GG, and I get 25% off your first month. Helps the channel out a ton. UTSA, if you're wondering, 12.5% from the field. They are 1 for 8 from 2, 1 for 8 from 3, perfectly balanced. St. Mary's, 12 straight free throws made. This game has been just, who's better, Georgia or Texas? I mean, they played each other and Georgia won, so I'd probably go Georgia. Probably go Georgia on that one. This game has just been, Augustus Margalonis has 8 points for the Gales. More points than everyone on UTSA combined. It has been that kind of day. Beep, beep. Football-wise, I mean, we called 2 UTSA football games. They won those. This one, a lot different. Inbound from the baseline. We're back underway after the timeout. Tries a 3. Melender gets it to go. UTSA is in double digits. Melender gets the 3. Was 0 for 1 from behind the arc last time out against Houston Baptist. It's 35% of the season. He gets that one. 30-10 now. Gets to the elbow. Down low. Tight defense there. The camera has completely cut off the baseline. This is actually an insane broadcast. The camera has cut off the baseline. Now it pans over. I don't know why it wasn't there at the start. Whoever's running camera 1 has never run a camera before in their life. Never. The lane attempt there by Augustus gets fouled on the play. We'll go to the line and shoot 2. Raise the banner, baby. Raise the banner. Get double digits. 12 straight free throws made for the Gales. Augustus, first free throw attempt here. He's got 8 points already. Make it 9. One more point is equal the total of UTSA this entire game. 13 straight free throws. That streak comes to an end as it goes up the front of the rim. Melender. Now in transition, nothing doing. Rebound on the play by Paulus. Just stay with camera 1, broadcast. Stay with camera 1. This is crap. 3-point try from the corner. Nothing doing there for Barrett. And the board by the Roadrunners. They draw the foul. This, I guess, is I like that. I like that name. 6 fouls on the Gales. 1 more and the 1-1. This broadcast is going to make me nauseous. Oh my God. This is everything not to do in a broadcast from a technical side. I don't even know what the announcers are doing. Melender They give it up top. Smith. Now it's Scott. Weaving it around. Long three for Smith. No good. They get their own board. Smith now has it against Smith. Not really a three-point shooter. That's only his third attempt of the season. Driving down low, though. Gets it to go. Over the hand of Wessels. 31-12. Ooh, butterfly move camera, even though it was a butterfly right away. Yeah. And, like, why are they going with this low camera? I don't get this low camera angle at all. Mikey Lewis. Back on top to Augustus. Yeah, this broadcast. At least, UNCG at least was semi-competent. It wasn't good, but it was competent. This is just crap. This is just crap. It's nauseating. Pass down low. It's picked off on the play. Tipped away by Smith. And now Melender taking it up. Back up top to Smith. Smith fakes the three. Now trying to drive inside. Kicks it back. Back to Smith, who gets the dunk. And it's now 31-14. Jonathan Smith. Nice dunk there. They had 8 points at the last media timeout. They've got 6 in this one. On a mini 6-1 run of their own. Augustus. Lewis. He's got a guy in the corner if he wants him, but Lewis just going to take it back up top with 5.5 left. Lewis, crossover. Behind the back. Wild dribbling. Loses the ball. Melender. Down low to Spears. Spears. Spin move. Lay-in. It's good. Will the Gales call timeout? They will not. UTSA cutting it to a 15-point game. An 8-1 run. We're around the wheel. Let's have not done that. And a bit sloppy right now, St. Mary's, on these last few possessions. And the runner is able to drive down low. Barrett, back up top to Augustus. Kicks out to Lewis in the corner. Now back to Augustus up top. From the elbow, it's Polius, and it's blocked. It's blocked. Smith. Oh, Smith threw it away. Smith threw it away. Had Melender. It was an easy exchange, and he just threw the ball away. That is an unforced error. That is a bad turnover. St. Mary's gets it back. Was just trying to give it to his point guard. There was no one home. He just threw the ball away. Wicks checks back in for the Roadrunners, who have cut it from a 23-point game to a 15-point game. Still a lot of work to do, though. Augustus trying to feed down low. Nothing there. Barrett. Feeding down low to Saxon. Checks back in. Ross, corner three now for Barrett. No good. Rebound on the play by Smith. This time the exchange is clean. That goes to Spears. Spears gets a screen. Spears trying to dump it down low, but it's tipped on the play. But they're able to get it back. Trapped in the corner. Going to have to feed it back to the top. 12 on the clock. Spears crosses over. Kicks to the corner. Fakes the corner three. Now going to try to drive inside. Spin around is Melender. They're going to call it good. They are going to call it good and one. Yeah, we didn't know if the foul was on the floor, but they do get it. Melender gets in just like that. It's a 13-point game. Yeah, I don't know where that was going. Just like that, it's down to 13, and UTSA going to the line. And they'll be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way in the bonus. When we get back, Roadrunners just made it a wee bit interesting. Bit lackadaisical on the part of St. Mary's. It was a 23-point game. It was 30-7. And now, the Roadrunners, 11 points during that media stretch. 11-1 run. Chance to make a 12-run run on this free throw when we get back. That's what I like calling college basketball. This game is just fly-by. A fly-by. 31-18. Melender will go to the line. He's got 7 points this game. He's 3 for 4 from the field. UTSA up to 30% shooting, which again is not good. No one's saying 30% from the field is good. But they were at 9% at one point just a few minutes ago. A lot more easier looks inside than they had the first 10 minutes of the game. Playing that high zone. It's worked a ton as of late. It's almost like a 2-3 high zone they're playing right now. UTSA on defense. It's working for them. It's working. Not able to get anything down low. Augustus, 9 points this game. Take any field goals during that stretch. The agreement Minnesota can replace one of those. I think what. Yeah, I think that'll be the 425. I think Greenman, Minnesota is going to replace. So trying to convert the N1 here is Melender, who's 4 for 4 from the stripe last week, or last game against Houston Christian. It's a very good free throw shooter, 19 for 20 entering this game, 95%, and that percentage is going to go down after that miss. As Barrett gets to the board. Unable to convert the N1, but this goes game watch Hawaii versus Grand Canyon. That's on my 9. I'm not watching that one. I have Suns game on my screen, but I know I get the game on over there at TV. Trying to drive inside, kicks it back up top to Ross. Ross, nothing there. Has to spin around over the hand of Wicks, but gets it to go. St. Mary's breaks their mini offensive drought. It's 33-18. Lewis. Wicks. As Wicks feeds it to the elbow. Now they reset 15. Scott thought about taking the shot. As they're going to drive inside. Driving. Bit of a wild layup. It's blocked. And Barrett picks it up. Barrett, they're in transition. They got the 2-on-1. Defender falls down. And that's an easy layup for Augustus. Defender fell down. They don't know which way to commit. And he just fell down. And that's a layup line layup for Augustus, who's got 11 points today. Just under 3 to go. Spears, driving, early shot, nothing there. Scott tries to get the board. They're going to call a foul down low. Scott tries to get the board off the miss by Spears. They'll get St. Mary's on the foul. Shooting 1-1 is number 2, Jaquan Scott, the senior from Dallas. Scott did not play the last game. 4 for 5 from the stripe this season. Just the 4th game for Scott this year. You see Bizarkowitz completed only 17.9% of his passes. Yeah, that was bad. I did a video on that game. Did I do a video on that game? No, I did the Mike Lloyd game. That was the season finale of 19. That was against the Bears, too. That game was against the Bears. First free throw, good. Yeah, I did sort of a video on that game. The ending of the 1979 season. That we need more points. I did a video on that. It's funny, Wilkinson got fired because he said, Bizarkowitz is not ready to play. So don't play him. And ownership was like, we need to play him. You're fired. It's like, I'm telling you, he's not ready. And sure enough, he was not ready. And he turned to be a mess of bust. Saxon, down low, foul in the play. Are they going to get the travel? It might be a travel, actually. It is going to be a travel. Yeah, it's going to be a travel. Either way, it's UTSA ball. Nice defense there. Saxon gets called for the travel. Melender taking it up. This game is surprisingly not terrible after how bad it started. UTSA getting into a bit of a rhythm. Wicks trying to drive. Picks up his dribble. Back up top to Horton. Trying to drive inside. Reverse lay-in. No good. Goes out of bounds. Will remain. Row runner ball. Is Melender going to take it and inbound this one with 11 on the clock? Lowest push percent? I would probably say, I would guess 12%. I would guess 12. I can look that up on StatHead, though. Smith weaves it around to Melender. Melender pulls up from 3 off the dribble. It's good. Down to 12. Went from a 23-point game to a 12-point game. Melender in double figures. The sophomore guard looking good. Mikey Lewis now has it. Augustus back to Mikey Lewis. They're doubling him. Back up top. Augustus. Lewis takes a 3. That's no good. Rebound on the play. Gonna try and keep it in bounds. He does. And now a second chance opportunity here. Saxon got the board. And now Hardaway off the glass. Foul on the play. He'll go to line and shoot 2. But this almost quasi 2-3 high zone sort of working right now for UTSA. St. Mary's had 30 points. They've only scored 5 the last 6 minutes. Make it 6 now as Hardaway gets the first free throw to go. Hardaway, just his 5th free throw attempt of the season. 5th and 6th attempts coming up. Oh, wait, previous comment. Oh, wait. He went 5 for 28. Oh, wait. Going 5 for 28 like Tom Lovat, the head coach at Utah. Never forget. Never forget. Tom Lovat, 5 and 28, baby. 5 and 28. Scott up top. Weaves it around. It goes to Smith. Smith, Wicks. Wicks driving inside. Tries to dump it down low. Gets it. Easy putback for Scott. Nice passing there. Wicks on the assist. Scott on the putback. The senior. Back down to 12. They try a trap. Get the steal. They got numbers. 2-on-1. Lay-in. Tries to draw the contact. No foul. Primo Spears tried to draw the contact. Couldn't get the foul call. And now transition 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. But Barrett gets the board. Down low now. New 20 on the clock. Barrett up top. Barrett looking for Saxon. Saxon has a size advantage. Gonna feed it down low in the bounce pass. No foul. Good defense and stolen away. 47 seconds left. They can go 2 for 1 if they want to. Lay-in attempt. Wild attempt off the rim. No good, but they're going to call a foul. 42 seconds. It's going to be a shooting foul. So go to the line to shoot 2, and they get the 2 for 1 as a result. UTSA, got to give them a lot of credit. It looked ugly. It was 37 at one point. 2 free throws here, then he cut it within 10. Melender. And a big reason why they're still alive in this one. Going to the line to shoot 2. Missed his last free throw trying to get the and 1. Smith looks like he's going to check out. They want the home field advantage. That's why. They built the same in a way where they're protected, where the sun is not. Mamu checking in. Can we 20 be Tom Levante? It can be. We can make a Tom Levante on the channel. I wonder if Tom Levante even, knows about it. I wonder if he's even seen the video. I have no clue. I don't know how many, people have done videos about Tom Levante. Melender, first free throw. No good. He's missed his last 2. Going to remain a double-digit game, regardless of what happens here. If you're an underdog like UTSA, you got to hit from the charity stripe. 0 for his last 2. Make it 0 for his last 3. That one rattles wide. Melender, usually a pretty good free throw shooter. 19 for 20. Entering this one, he's missed 3 already in this half. And now Lewis, doubled at the corner, feeds it down low. Saxon, easy dunk. 39-25. You can break the double, you're good. Shot clock turned off. Melender. Holding it. Samir sucks, goes Zags. Look all right today. Now going to try. 4, 3, Melender. Pulls up from the block on a fadeaway. Short and halftime. Why is the clock counting up? I don't know why it's counting up. It should not be counting up. So we go to the half. The Gales up by 14. It was as high as 23 at one point. Don't forget, John McCormick, who accomplished the same feat in 1965, getting the Oilers, going 5 for 28, like Tom Lovat at Utah. Let's go. I'll put a poll up. Who do you think wins this game? Most of you took UTSA at the start, but I'm assuming stuff has changed after that half. We're going to be on the call for the rest of this one. This game over on ESPN Plus. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you donate, I get to your question right away. $20 more, you get your name on that gnome back there. You guys also make the call in terms of which game we're going to do on Saturday night. ACC Championship or the Big Ten Championship. We post videos every single day on this channel. Got an upload coming out tomorrow about a game from the 80s. A game from the 1980s. So that should be fun. If you're on the call for that, or what we're doing that game. Hopefully we do trivia tomorrow night. If not, we'll do a Q&A GeoGuessr stream. So there will be a stream tomorrow night. I don't know what it's going to be just yet. Broncos only came 31-21. Jeez. Well, they won a game with Tebow quarterback when he completed 2 passes. Has anyone got 420 for 600 yards? Let me check. So again, if you use my code at StatHead, you get 20% off an annual subscription. It's a great, great tool. We're going to find out if anyone has done the Colorado stat line. as I like to call it. So we're going to go to stat head during this halftime break. And on the poll, who do you think wins this game? If you remember, just for further one of the teams using those emojis in the chat, we do have the St. Mary's and the UTSA emojis in there. I'll put those in. Want to use them however you wish. One of the perks of being a member, there's a lot of other perks, but that is one of the perks. All right, so we're going to go player game finder. We are going to go send by date. We need stats. Attempted 20 passes. Completed 4 passes. Yards 69. I don't think this would have ever happened. Could the 0-4 Yankees beat the Cardinals if they beat the Red Sox? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Whoever was winning the AL, I think, was winning it that year. No one has done it. No one has done it. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. No one's done it. But what about... Which one was I do pass, completion percent. Here we go. What about 42%? Because that's 420. Nope, no one's ever done that. Unless I put a decimal there. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing. Unfortunate. Unfortunately. Jameis could potentially one of these days. All right. So right now there's a promotion to throw balls on the court and try and land in the bullseye. Classic promotion. And we will have a video coming out tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. So Chargers-Falcons game. You know, since you guys are diehard fans, I'm going to show you what this vid's about. You know what? I'll give you a little sneak peek of what the video is about. Let's give you a sneak peek. You guys are up late. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. We're at halftime. There's nothing going on. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of what this vid's about. All right? I'm going to show you a little sneak peek just to give you an idea of what we're talking about in this video. All right? I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what you can expect. And obviously there's going to be more to this, but let's give you a little sneak peek. This is one of the perks of being on a late night stream. You get a little sneak peek of what we're going to do. So, let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, it's right here. Okay. So, here's the situation. Let me just zoom ahead or fast forward ahead. No, hang on. All right, here's the situation right here, okay? Here's the situation. Give a little sneak peek. Just rewind. Be kind, rewind. Here we go. All right, so score is 10-0. All right, the score is 10-0 in this one. Where am I going here? This is 102. Here we go. Okay, so the score in this game is 10-0 right now. This is a 1988 game between the Chargers and the Falcons. Okay, so this game means nothing. The Falcons are crap. The Chargers are crap. This game means absolutely nothing. Okay, so that's the situation. I think the Falcons at this point are 3-8 or 3-7. The Chargers are 2-8. I mean, this one's over. This one means nothing. Like, no one's in attendance. There's like 20,000 people in attendance. It's really sparse at the Coliseum. 10-0's the score. All right, 10-0's the score. Falcons driving inside 2 minutes. So big drive here. All right, this is the play that happens. Okay, this play happens. All right, Miller dropping back. He's looking for his wideout Haynes, and Haynes makes the grab in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. All right, they call it a touchdown. Okay, they call it a touchdown. Now, here's the problem. Watch the feet. Okay, watch the feet. You need 2 feet in. Ready? There's the first, okay? There's the first. First one's clearly in. Second foot, not even remotely close, okay? The second foot is very clearly out of bounds, okay? Very clearly out of bounds, okay? We can all agree on that. It's not even remotely close. This foot is way out of bounds. It is not a deceiving angle. This foot is way Out of bounds. This is not the... Actually, that angle's pretty good. Yeah, you can see right here, too. Foot out of bounds. It's not even close. That should not be a touchdown. Now, blown call, but the benefit is that this is 1988. So you have instant replay. You have instant replay in 1988. Problem, they used instant replay and decided, you know what? That's a touchdown. He had a foot in. That foot was in before it went out. That's a touchdown. So replay blew that call. How bad did they blow it? Well, they blew it so bad that the receiver who caught the ball, said, I did not catch the ball. The receiver who caught it said after the game in the post-game press conference, I did not catch that ball. He was basically like, I don't know what that ref was smoking. I did not catch that ball. My foot was out. I was trying my best to drag the feet in bounds. I could not. I was out of bounds. So, that's tomorrow's video. To some extent, like obviously there's going to be more in depth. But, that's tomorrow's story. And the game is not even on YouTube. I found the footage in a Facebook group for that game. And I found the newspaper article by doing a lot of digging. So, a lot of people will be exposed to that play for the very first time. But that is tomorrow's video. Not in bounds. Clearly not in bounds. The receiver himself said I was not in bounds. And they rule it a touchdown. Now, the Falcons lost the game, so it didn't matter anything. They lost 10-7. But still. You know receivers, they'll say they catch everything. They'll try their best to sell anything. They'll try, if they trap the ball, they do anything like that. They trap the ball. They try to drag it and whatnot. Like, even Golden Tate says he caught the ball in the Hail Mary. He thought he caught the ball. Like, when a receiver himself is telling you, or saying after the game, yeah, I did not catch that ball. I did not get the feet in bounds. So, 9 a.m. Eastern, that was what was supposed to come out today, but coughing fit got in the way. So, fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. Whenever the player admits the official is wrong, that's the way you know. Yeah, those units were fire. I will give you that. The Falcons need to go back to those. Chargers units are great right now, but they need to go back. The Falcons need to go back. Go back to those units you had back in the day. They were so good. They were so good. So good. But yeah, that's tomorrow's very good. We're at halftime right now. We got about 5.5 minutes until we start the second half. Roadrunners down by 23 at one point. Now just a 14-point game. So a lot of work to do. Give us some halftime stats brought to you by no one because we don't have a sponsor for that. But if you do want to sponsor that, let me know. Again, 35-29 the score. St. Mary's struggling from behind the arc, 2 for 11. But if you're able to get some shots down low, then again, offensively, just 9 points in the final 8 minutes. St. Mary's did a very good job getting to the line, 15 for 18. They made 15 of their last 16 free throws. UTSA, Melender, 1 missed free throw the entire season before this, but 0 for 3 from the stripe. Besides that, he's had a very good game, 10 points. And he's 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Besides him, though, no one else doing anything behind the arc. 1 for 9. So Melender's 2 for 2. The rest of the team is 1 for 9 combined. Also, what's interesting about this game, St. Mary's has played a lot of their guys for a lot of minutes. We've only seen 8 guys on the floor for the Gales. Hardaway's barely played. Wessels has barely played. I think Augustus played that entire first half. EGCU 7 8% by no one. Yep. Presented by no one. Now, people take YouTube sponsorships to make money. They take them because they believe in the product and they make money. Oh, why they hate them? Why they hate them? Oh, okay. I thought you said why they take them. Why they hate them? They hate... So, I think people hate YouTube sponsorships because they interrupt the flow of the video for a lot of people. Like, it depends on how you integrate them. Sometimes, people do, sponsored videos. Like, the whole video is just one giant sponsorship. I'll never do that. But I think there's a belief for a lot of people that, it interrupts the flow of the video. And, I already saw ads on YouTube, or I pay to avoid ads. I don't want to get another ad. They think it interrupts the flow, and Just it doesn't. They don't like commercialism. They don't like commercialism. I mean, they hate when people sponsor stuff. But you know what I don't hate is OddsJam. If you use my code JG9, you get 25% off your first month. Use my code JG9 and never lose another bet again with their arbitrage betting calculator. With OddsJam, you play both sides. You always come out on top. You can also do positive EV betting. You look at all the sports books available. They have parlay builders. You can build your parlay through OddsJam. If you want to do like a plus 2,000 parlay in 5 legs, it will tell you what's the best odds to do it. What's the best way to do it? So yeah, go to oddsjam.com. Use my code JG9. 25% first month. Code JG9. And that was smooth. That was smooth. That was smooth. You might have scripted this out. No spoilers on that one. Oh, I've not seen it yet. I've not seen it. Wisniewski, Hall of Fame. He's close. He's close. Yeah, that was masterful. I was playing that out as soon as he brought that up. I'm like, well, I gotta figure out a good one for this one. That was good. That was good. Yeah, it's a Matrix back at Sports Benefit. Smooth like butter, baby. BTS. BTS, let's go. Speaking of BTS, we got behind the scenes of my week in the life coming out hopefully sometime this week. I'm just putting the Christmas trees up. So I have 3 Christmas trees. The Jaguars tree is up. I have a regular Christmas tree that I also put in my living room. And I have a tree that I have in the office, which hopefully should be up tomorrow. It's got all NFL player ornaments. It should be up tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that one. You'll be seeing that on stream for the next 2.5 weeks. The suspension for Alshire. I like it. I mean, personally for me, I would have banned him for life. Obviously, that was never going to happen. I think he got 3 games. 1 for the hit. 1 for repeat offender. 1 for not leaving the field. I think the statement by Runyon was super powerful. That statement was scathing. The fact that Runyon was the one that said it. A guy who's made quite a few hits in his lifetime. Quite a few hits in his lifetime. You know, I have no problem putting Wisniewski in the Hall of Fame. I have no problem putting him in. I would have no problem putting him in whatsoever. Just offensive line is tough. But he should be in. But with Alshire, I think the statement made it very clear that if you do this again, you're done. Like, you endanger the safety of players and yourself, and we're not going to take it anymore. And I thought that statement was so good. It was so well done. And for that reason, I don't think he's going to appeal. He's definitely going to appeal. But I don't think he's going to win. You make all-decade team, you deserve canon? Oh, I don't know about that. It's a case-by-case basis. Like, Wizard White is on the all-1940s team. He played 2 seasons in the 40s. I'm fine not putting him in canon. He played like 3 seasons in the NFL, played 2 in the 40s. He's on the all-1940s team. I'm fine with him not being in canon. But the thing with the appeal is that statement was so powerful that I don't think he's going to win. The other thing, remember, the 3rd game of the suspension is against the Chiefs. Obviously, the NFL is not rigged, but you really think the NFL wants to take a chance and have Alshire, with a noted history of punching people and late hits, potentially injure one of their star players in Mahomes or Kelsey? You think he wants that? You think Goodell wants it? Think the league wants that? No. No, he does not. No, he does not. So I don't think he would win an appeal. He could try. I don't think he'd win the appeal. I think if he had a chance to win the appeal, it would be a 4-game suspension that gets reduced to 3. You know, all-decade team is a great honor, but it's also like, it's very circumstantial based on when you played. I think that's the other thing. They're going to get travel on the play. So St. Mary's getting off the turnover. Like, if you have the same, let's say, like, I think the problem with all-decade team, let's say you have the same exact stat line as someone. And St. Mary's turning it over, but they're going to call a foul. Let's say you have the same exact stat line as someone. Like, let's say you finish with 12,000 career receiving yards and 95 touchdowns. You played your career from 1995 to 2005. The other guy played his career from 1990 to 1999. Augustus up top. Augustus feeds it down low for Paulius, and he gets it to go. So the same stat line, one person played from 1990 to 99, the other person played from 95 to 05. The person that played from 90 to 99 is going to make the all-decade team. The 95 to 05 person is not, based on when they played. Pull-up jumper is good, 41-27. So that's the other problem with all-decade team. It's very circumstantial based on when you played, which can always make it a bit hairy. Russ tries to dump down low. It's Barrett. Three-point try, way off the mark. Rebound, though, by Paulius. Paulius puts it back. Contact on the play, no foul. Trying to get his board again. Puts it up, and you'll get the foul on that one. And probably going to line and shoot, too. Would Jimmy Smith be in 90s or 2000s? Yeah, like Jimmy Smith's a great example. I think Jimmy Smith, I put him in 90s. I put Jimmy Smith in 90s. So Paulius going to line and shoot, too. Again, St. Mary's hit 15 of their final 16 free throws. Like, that's the problem with all decade to some extent. All right, the Lithuanian at the line shooting 2. Enter this game 16 for 23 from the stripe. First free throw is good. St. Mary's very good from the stripe tonight. After just 50% last time out in that loss to ASU. Looking to go to 8-1. Potentially get to the top 25. Always a good team. That free throw, though, clanks off the back. Was there a lane violation? Might have been a lane violation. I'm not sure that one's going to count. There might have been a lane violation on that one. Redo that one. Thoughts on the Hall of Fame finalists announced today. I'm disappointed Ken Anderson is not on there over Jim Tyrer. Electing a murderer in the Hall of Fame is just absurd to me. A murderer should not be in the Hall of Fame. Jim Tyrer should not be in the Hall of Fame. I know his family's moved on, but his wife can't move on because she's dead. Because he killed her. But Sterling Sharp, it's about time. Sterling Sharp, it's about time he gets in. So hopefully they vote yes for that. Melender had double figures in that first half. Kicks it back up top. Goes to Monsanto. Now it's Spears. Spears driving inside, working on Augustus. Pulls back, dumps it off, down low, misses the shot. 5 on the clock, found the play. Mo go to line and shoot 2. Will be outcry? I think there will be. I think there will be outcry if Tyrer gets in. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of people who question their trust in the media, because the media is the one that's voting on this. There's already a lot of distrust in NFL media. It's going to be even higher if the media lets Jim Tyrer get in after murdering someone. Mo, first free throw is good. But Sterling Sharp, we already set the precedent in terms of guys that had short careers but dominant careers. And Tony Baselli, Terrell Davis, Sharp should be in. And he better get in this year. Second free throw is good. And he led the league in receptions 3 times. He was the best receiver in football not named Jerry Rice at his peak. Every receiver in the post-merger era to lead the league in receptions 3 times is in the Hall of Fame. Jim Tyrer's totally in there for performance itself? Yes. If it was just performance, he'd be in, for sure. One all-decade sub Harold Jackson, yeah. And we're going to miss a goalie. Meanwhile, St. Mary's turns over in the back court. UTSA gets it back. Yeah, some of the snubs in the 70s were weird in terms of the Hall of Famers and the all-decade team. They didn't get a lot of it right. There was a lot that I would have done very differently. Melender up top. Melender pulls it back. 3-point try for Monsanto. It's a long 3, but it's good. Down to an 11-point game. Monsanto made 3 3-pointers last time out against Houston Baptist. And this is a guy that loves shooting threes. Only 8 2-point attempts, 44 3-point attempts entering this game. Gets that one. It's an 11-point game. Dumps it down low. Mo on defense, working the baseline. Trying to get the dunk, foul on the play. Polius going to the line. Really, the goal to stay off the field stuff should be looked at when the guy is proven to kill someone. Yeah. Like, I think at this point, if you let him in, then why is Darren Sharper not in the Hall of Fame? At that point, why is Darren Sharper not in? Let's let Aaron Hernandez in at this point. Yeah. At that point, why not let... At that point, you know what? At that point, honestly, at that point, if he gets in, I'm pounding my fist for Darren Sharper to be in the Hall of Fame. Darren Sharper should be in the Hall of Fame. If Tyra gets in, you're telling me what Sharper did was worse? It was awful. It was heinous. It was disgusting. He should not be in. He should be locked up for life. You're telling me what he did was worse than literally killing someone? Like, I think that's the worst thing you could do is kill someone. Like, that's the bar. The bar is that you can kill someone and be in. Sharper should be first ballot then. It's insane. Another long three by Monsanto. Gets it to go. Back-to-back threes. We're down to a 9-point game. Augustus up top. Kicks it out to Ross. Back to Ross. Playing up high, Melender. To Augustus. Weaving it around. Trying to get anything down low. Not able to do anything. They're going to get an offensive foul. They're going to get an offensive foul on the elbow by Polius. You don't want to hear any character arguments at that point. Nope. At that point, Antonio Brown is in. At that point, Sharper's in. At that point, we're just looking on the field performance at that point. At that point, like if I'm a voter, at that point, it's like, screw it. Sharper should be in. In fact, if you don't put Sharper in, you're kind of a hypocrite at that point. Because Sharper's a Hall of Famer in terms of talent. Step back jumper, Spears from the baseline, no good. Rebound on the play. And taking up is Augustus. Going in transition, easy lay-in on the reverse. It's good. Gets the finger roll, Jordan Ross. 46-35. Can't get that one. St. Mary's gets the board. Ross. Finger roll. No good. Rebound on the play. And now Melender taking it up. Melender driving inside. Gets the contact to go. 9-point game. Melender on a tear this one. And with a semi-half-court trap. Polius kick ball, and that'll take us to the first media timeout. Only one scrimmage, first team all-decade players dominated Cam Lorenzo Neal, which makes sense because fullbacks are a bit different. All right, and we're at the TV timeout right now. Grand Canyon's a good team. Grand Canyon's a really good team. That's so crazy. This game looked like it didn't stand a chance to lose. It did not. No, but then they started getting points inside. They started getting some looks inside, and it ended up. It's been a huge difference. They got some points inside. They were shooting 9% at one point. Like, it was 9%. And now they've got that field goal percentage up to 36, which, again, is not good, but it's better than what it was. St. Mary's ended up getting threes. Missed only 3 of that half. On those 4 minutes, 2 for 12. And Melender, big reason why they're in this. 12 points for him. leading scorer for either side. Surprised more football players in college did not do the ray gun dance except for the one Vikings player. Yeah, I mean, it was a classic dance. I don't know why no one did it. And it's easy to do because, although it's an Olympic dance, it's tough. It's tough to do an Olympic dance. The ray gun's a classic celebration. All right, Suns are going to beat the Spurs by 10 with a minute left in that all-important NBA Cup game that we all care about. If they pull the upset, that'd be insane. That would be insane. Still a long ways to go, though. But UTSA hanging in there after being down by 23. Looking a lot better now. Kicks it back up top. It's Ross. Ross to Augustus. Augustus doubled. Has to get rid of it. Back to Ross up top. Not a great pass. 1 on the clock. Dunk. Did they get it off before? They're going to say... Did Saxon get it off before the shot clock expired? It's an easy layup, but did he get it off? Forcing a lot of errant passes there. Let's check. I can't tell from that angle. That's a great angle. That's a great angle, broadcast crew. That's gonna... We don't see a clock on that one. Great job. We don't see a clock. That is a really, really helpful angle. So we got no clue. We got no clue if this is a shot clock violation or not. We're gonna find out. All right. So we're still trying to figure out if this was a shot clock violation. We have not gotten a replay of this, besides one that didn't show the shot clock. So we're guessing on this one. We're completely guessing whether this was shot clock violation or not. I have no idea. Depends on where they inbound this one. And Williams probably won't get in just because he played an unglamorous position. All right, I think it was shot clock violation. All the new teams in the playoffs in 06. Oh, that's the only year? Wow. Spinning around, it's Spears. Spears kicks it back up top. Now weaving it around. Smith. Long three for Monsanto. No good. Board, though, by Scott. Scott, trapped by the baseline, just throws that one away, and Ross intercepts it. No, like New York, New England, like those teams. Like every team with new in it. We've never had the Browns, Texans, Jags, and Lions all make it in the same year. Jags and Texans never made the same year. Let alone all 4 of those teams. Kicks down low, foul on the play. Trying to dump it off down low, going to go to the line, shoot 2. Was he always going to flirt? He should be. The problem is that he played an unglamorous position. Like, he should be in. But guys like Washington should be in as well. And they just didn't play glamorous positions. Like, I'm fine with Hampton getting in, too. They played unglamorous positions. First free throw attempt here, it's good. And very good at the line. Hardaway nails the first back up to double digits. And Dow will be first foul. That'll be a 10-second conversation. Second free throw, good. St. Mary's very clinical from the charity stripe. Back up to 11. Spears takes it up. The pick here set by Smith. Going for the alley-oop. Smith loses it. Tried to make the play, but loses it, and the camera is now drunk. Got to get back in time. Transition points are good. Back up to a 50-37 game. I can't tell you what happened because the camera lost its bearings. Horton driving inside, misses the lay-in, contact on the play. Tries to get the board, no foul there. St. Mary's gets it. Now they're going to be in transition. They got numbers. Bounce pass there. Barrett blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Smith. Score 52-37. 52-37. So he's going to line shoot 2. Barrett back to the charity stripe. 14:04. Barrett, first free throw. Misses. St. Mary's 83% from the line tonight. Second free throw. That one misses. So Barrett, 0 for 2 from the stripe there. The fourth foul on the Roadrunners. Now driving down low. Turnover again down low. St. Mary's really tighten up the defense down low. Ross. Back up top to Barrett. Barrett dumps it down low. Kicks it back out. Open three from the top. Got it. Augustus. 55-37. St. Mary's starting to refine the rhythm they had the first 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, I heard that with Mike Vrabel. That's not surprising me because Urban Meyer's just a horrible person. Scott, open for three. Got it. Back down to 15. Roadrunner's not going away just yet. You don't like Scar's interior alignment. Like Yana's going to get in, but then after that, it's going to be just, I don't know. Floater. Got it. Off the top. 17. Who never seen an MVP vote? I would guess Bavaro. Never got one. Wicks looking to drive down low. Wicks fouled on the play. Falls to the ground. So Ross commits the foul. The third of the game. Are they going to say stepped out of bounds? No. You know, they're saying stepped out of bounds. No foul on the play, stepped out of bounds. St. Mary's ball. Playing a minor half-court trap. Ross back up top to Saxon, and now resetting. It's Augustus. Ross, the camera pans so much on this. It's insane. Stole the play and wasn't looking in transition. Was stolen, wasn't looking in transition. It's a new 30. Colsey to win out or hope the Texans lose out. Yeah, it's going to take a lot. Yasser never got one, even with all the sacks he had that one season. It's for the New York Texans. She never got one. Wow. That surprises me. That surprises me. Ross, to run the point on this play. 16 on the clock after the turnover by the Roadrunners. Ross to the free throw line. Kicks it back. Now feeding down low, Barrett. You have to reset here. 5 on the clock. Has to give up a wild three. It's blocked. There'll be 3 seconds on the shot clock. Yes, they like centers, but they don't like guards. They don't like guards. For whatever reason. It's not a glamorous position, I guess. Suns win 104-93. Are they in the quarters? I don't want to be in the quarters. I want to lose it on point differential. Dumps it off down low. No good. But 2 on the shot clock now. So I guess this is trying to get a quick play. Trying to get a layup. He didn't. Right, I don't never see defensive player of the year. I thought I would have gotten a vote of some kind. Justice, nothing there on the corner. Just going to dump it off to his big man. Puts up a shot. No good. And rebound on the play by UTSA. Trying to split the defense and does. Now feeds it to Smith. Smith, high layup, no good. Put back dunk, no good. Third chance opportunity here. Contested 3, no good. Fourth chance. Will they get a fourth chance? Who did go out on last? They went out of St. Mary's last, so it's going to be UTSA ball at 11:48. Yeah, Kramer took forever. Kramer was always a quintessential, like, who's the best player in every canon? The Spurs give them the low management movement? Yes, they did. They definitely did. They definitely did. All right, 11:48 left in the first half. Go to a TV timeout, 17-point game. Odds to make up dies ever this year? I mean, it should, but it won't. Anthony Beck has expressed interest in coaching West Virginia. He'd be a terrible fit. Oh, man. He's not a good coach. He's really not a good coach. His in-game management leaves so much to be desired. He's not a good coach. Bucks being on run set aside was good on the bandwagon is as good as proof as they have reversed minus touch. That is true. That is true. Wait, did we not make it to the quarters? Did we not make the quarters? What's the... I'm praying to God we didn't make the quarters. Quarterback for representing Cannon? Yeah, Brody could be in. Anderson should definitely be in. Anderson should definitely be in. And Isbell should be in as well. Alright. Root against the Jaguars. That would help a ton. That would help a ton if you root against the Jags. Please tell me we did not make it. Oh, let's go. We did not make it. We did not make it. Let's go. I think. Hang on. Did we not make it? Oh, no. I'm praying to God we did not make it. Okay, there's only one wild card. So, yeah, we can't make it. Thank God. When 3-1, that's the best case scenario. If you can't go 4-0, the best case scenario is go 3-1 and don't. And don't. They created like a sham of a system where it's better to not make it. And we have a chance of getting an extra home game. We have a chance at playing easier opponents. It's way better to not make it. All right. Back in action here, 20 on the shot clock. UTSA taking an inbound and down low on the baseline. Again, if you like my Lance Travels channel, time we do these for a lot of the games. Corner 3 off the inbound play, and it rattles in and out. Put back dunk by Scott, no good. Rebound on the play by Polius. Augustus going to take it up. Back to Polius. Polius back to Augustus. Augustus kick ball. So it was looking there for Ross. Carson Steele could get a Pro Bowl? I think so. Did I say at the start of preseason? Gun to my head, vote for one rookie to make the Pro Bowl this year. I said I guarantee you Carson Steele will make it. Sure enough. Augustus kicks it out to Ross. Ross not on the clock. Polius. Deep 3, no good. Rebound on the play. Was the last touch, though, by Scott. So going to remain same. So watch him tower again to the Hall of Fame, be the centerpiece of the class of the Hall of Fame, being Chiefs Commanders, making me more annoyed. I don't think they would make him the centerpiece. I don't think they would make... It's usually a recognizable name. It's usually a recognizable name. Like a guy that people travel for. The Giants will be. If Eli gets in, the Giants are going to play in the game. Lane, good for Barrett. 19-point game. St. Mary's starting to pull away just a little bit. Yeah, Giants are never going to play in the game. They're a lock. If Eli makes Hall of Fame, they're a lock to play in the game. Step back jumper. Another air ball. That's 3 now already on the Rovers, but they do get their own board. Corner 3. Off the mark. It's short. And will be rebounded on the play by St. Mary's. Yeah, the Randall Jim Tower is going to be insane. Overrepresented running backs? Yeah. But Floyd Little could play. Floyd Little could play. We're going to course correct that, though. Stolen away transition. Layup. Contact. Got it to go. No foul, but Melender back down to 17. With 10:30 left. Trying to steal away. Melender gets the steal. Melender steps up for 3. Gets it. 5 straight points for Melender in a span of about 5 seconds. St. Mary's needs a timeout. Melender refusing to let the Roadrunners die. Was I supposed to on JG8? We're going to post again. Believe me, I love doing JG8. I love doing it. Promise, just timing. Just so much, just a matter of not having time. And the other part, so when I created those channels, I wasn't streaming before. I wasn't streaming. Now I'm streaming all the time. So time is more limited for videos than it was before. The other thing with college is that dumb decisions videos, first off, history videos are very tough to do for college because not a lot of games were televised back then. Very few games were televised. So finding footage for some of these stories is impossible. And you kind of need the footage for some of them. The other thing is that for NFL games. If I want to do dumb decisions episode, all I gotta do is download the game. College, there's no real database to download. You have to screen record the games. So that takes a considerable amount of time to do that. And then copyright laws and copyright issues are a nightmare with college because of XOS Catapult, who are copyright vultures, and they will claim and strike things even if they are fair use. So you gotta be really careful there. But we will be doing college videos again. Trust me on that. Trust me. I love doing the college videos. And they were doing really well, too. Like, it was just a matter of not having enough time. But believe me, I love doing the college vids. You had a dream that UTSA was randomly a 1 seed in the NFL playoffs? That'd be kind of weird to have happen. College team in the NFL. That is, I don't think they'll get the number 1 seed. Should we win the cup, just throw the trophy at himself and throw it into the ocean? They want money. They want the money. Favorite knock on the door moment was Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, that was great. That was great. The knock on the door moments are always great. They used to be, they send them all to a hotel room. And then Baker would knock on the door. Now they do it a lot better. Yeah, same deal with J87. Same thing with that. Same thing with that. I love doing those vids. Copyright's even worse with baseball. But yeah. Same thing there. Tries to get the steal. Does! And here comes Horton. Horton back out. And they're going to reset. 3-point try here. Monsanto, no good. Gets the rebound. Foul on the play. Going to line and shoot 2. Horton gets fouled. Moving close to the NBA Cup. Cars 2. It means nothing. You don't need to watch it to get anything in the Cars Cinematic Universe. 2 shots here for Horton. Horton 15 for 20 at the stripe this season. Subscribe to say, come on, gang. Lock in and cover the spread. Oh, boy. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. First free throw for Horton. It is short. So the Roadrunners struggling at the stripe. It wasn't good at the start. It was 37 for the Gales. It was 30-7. They couldn't get anything going. Augustus had more points than all of UTSA combined. Ever since then, Roadrunners have not gone away. Second free throw is good. It's a 13-point game. This looked like it was going to be a mix of blowout, but Marcus Melender not letting him go away. 10 minutes to go. Again, this game over on ESPN Plus if you want to watch. 9:57 left in this one. It's Augustus up top. They get the trap. They get the steal. It's down to 11. They can't stop the trap. They can't stop this trap, UTSA. It was a 9-point game just a few minutes ago. Or 19-point game. Now it's a 10-point game. Or 9-point game, I should say. 12-2 run. Do you watch hockey? Yes, I do like watching hockey. All right, now they can actually run their offense. Barrett up top. Barrett weaves it out to Augustus. Augustus picked by Saxon. Augustus drives inside, land contact. No foul, or no good, but going to get 2 free throws. So Augustus going line. Saxon's been very quiet this half. Was pretty productive the first 5 minutes, but UTSA is doing a pretty good job defensively down low since the last 5 minutes. Figured I'm cooked, but since you're live, no, you're good, man. I'm guessing I'm the only one live for this game. I'm guessing I'm the only one live at this hour for this game. First free throw for Augustus. Yeah, we stream all the games. If you do like betting, hang on. If you do like betting, I have just a thing for you. I have just a thing for you. The next TV timeout, I have a thing for you. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. And I'll say I have a betting link that you're gonna love. Second free throw, no good. Clanks out. Remains a 10-point game. Rebound there by Monsanto. Melender taking it up. Like I think you're gonna love. It will get you free money. I guarantee you, it gets you free money. Kicks it out. 3-point try for Scott. He's open, but way off. Almost a wedgie, but that ball went out of bounds. As Ross tries to keep it in, could not. It's gonna be St. Mary's. St. Mary's cannot get it. It's gonna be UTSA ball. Something from the Olympics. Oh God, that'd be impossible. Copyright-wise, it'd be impossible. Sit back. Monsanto. 12 on the clock. It's a 12-point game. Crossover. Pulls up from the line. Spears. Back down to 10. But the score bug for the actual broadcast itself was wrong. Has Eric ever played Run to the Hills? I'm not sure. I don't know if they've ever done that. A 9-0 SEC. We're number 1, baby. Number 1. It means more. Barrett. Up top, 9. Out wide. Augustus. 3 on the clock. Gotta get this off. Barrett. Can I get the friendly roll? He cannot against the putback, but foul on the floor. I think it's going to be an offensive foul. I think. Yeah, for a, they're going to get Barrett on a push. That's 5. Because once we get to the next TV timeout, another spread. What do you got, a 22.5? I think you got a 22.5. Most people got a 22.5. Yeah, I already said I was doing a big child copyright was an issue. Yes, it was. It was a massive issue. Monsanto. Up top, Scott. Now back to Melender. Melender trying to drive inside. Melender, wild shot, no good, but gets his own board. Melender out back to Scott. Scott fakes the jumper. Now back to Melender. Melender open for 3 at the top. He is no good. Rattles out. Trying to get the steal, and can he stay in bounds? He can. Turnover in transition. Here comes Melender. Melender, contact, no foul, but it's going to remain UTSA ball as it goes out of bounds. But I like the Jags and D-backs. Well, I live in Arizona, so that's easy enough for the D-backs. I have season tickets for them. Jaguars, they were my team starting in 2005. Was watching football and just was like that. I'm a D-backs fan, or a Jags fan. Started watching football in 05. Saw the Bengals game on Sunday Night Football. Saw them play the Steelers on a pick 6 overtime game. It was a national 1 o'clock game. Saw that one and was like, that's my team. Yeah, I think St. Mary's could be. For sure. Yeah, but D-backs there. So, Dot, first off, thank you for tuning in, man. So there's this thing, I'll send you the link. There's this thing called Odds Jam. I don't know if you ever heard of Odds Jam. They're this great company. I've made so much money on Odds Jam. It is like not even funny. Use my code JG9. What it does, it shows you. Let me filter out. Let's do all the books. It shows you every single book. Hang on. And you bet both sides and you always come out on top. So what it means, basically, you know how betting works. If the minus is bigger, if the plus is bigger than the minus, you bet both sides, you always come out on top. So it tells you exactly what to bet. So let's say, so you can put in what sports books you have. I'm just using all the books out there, but you can do like just DraftKings, FanDuel, Hard Rock, MGM. If you just want to do the big ones, but you can do any book. Let's say FanDuel has second quarter points for the Packers Lions at minus 108. And Stake has a plus 131, 16.5, under 16.5. One of them has to hit. Like, there's no third option. You're guaranteed to win either way. Over 16.5 or under 16.5. One of these has to hit. So it tells you exactly what to do. So if let's say I want to put $50 down on FanDuel, $40 it tells me to put on Stake, and I will make a profit no matter what happens of either $2 to $6. And if I want to put $500 on FanDuel, $42 to $50, a profit. Just pure profit. And again, you can bet both sides, you always come out on top. They also have sportsbook screens, so it shows you all the different games. It'll tell you where the odds are. They have positive EV, expected value bets. I know people do really well on those, so you can lose a crap ton of bets and still be okay. 57.1% chance, 1.75 times what the market is giving on this. Player pass touchdowns, Bryson Daly at Sportsino. So yeah, use my code. Helps the channel a ton. And it's basically, if you use the overshot calculator, do exactly what you say. It's free money. It literally is free money. I'm not even kidding. It is literally free money because you bet both sides, you always win. Back in action here. Spears gonna pull up from the block. Spears airballs it. Picked up by Scott. 8 on the clock. Resets. Spears fakes the kick out. Spears now driving inside. Spears working on Ross. Spears foul on the play. That's now 6 on the Gales. One more, it's the bonus. Wizards 15-game losing streak. Give it up for lucky number 15. Give it up for 15. Lost 15. 2 free throws here for Spears. Yeah, it's literally math. It's a mattress smack of sports betting. You bet both sides, you always win. And you're guaranteed to make money. Because it just looks at when the plus is bigger than the minus. First free throw for Spears is good. Spears last week from the line, 7 for 8. So you use that code, helps out a ton. You make your money back in a day in terms of the sign up. And you get 25% off your first month. Use my code. It helps the channel out a lot. 2 free throws for Spears are good. 7:14 to go. Ross takes it up. It's only an 8-point game. It was 23 at one point. They're playing a trap kickball violation. They're going to get the kickball, so we're going to retain possession here of the Gales with 7:07. But they're really struggling up past this trap. UTSA is right in this thing. The Gales are up 30-7 at one point with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Since then, UTSA not going away at all. Yeah, I think Pack's getting more non-football schools. Ross, 7 on the clock. Trying to kick it back out to Hardaway and does. Hardaway tries a 3 from the logo, but then going to smartly kick it out. Floater alert, got it. Augustus was thinking about taking the 3 from the logo. Not going to do it. 62-52. Cameraman loses bearings. We're back underway, though. Driving inside. Looking to pull up. Now baseline bounce pass. It's stolen away. The Gales have numbers. Bounce here to Barrett. Barrett lay-in contest. No good. The tempo is picking up. 3-point in transition. No good. Too long. Rebound by Saxon. But now the Roadrunners get back. Horton gets the steal. And back up top to Melender. 3-point try here. That one's good. Monsanto, his third 3 of the game. It's down to 7. With 6 minutes to go. College shot clock 24. No, I'm fine with it at 30. What is good for past the Pistons and losing this? Pistons are actually like halfway decent this year. They're not like good, but they're not terrible. Got a lot of young talent there. Monty Williams was just terrible. 3-point try from the top. Ross misses off the rim. And Scott gets the board. A chance of making a 2-score game here. Driving. Layup attempt. Floats it off. Wave the shot off. They're going to wave it off. Foul on the floor. Even though it went in. But it's going to be a 1-and-1 for the Roadrunners. The foul on the floor. I think it's against Scott to the line. Or excuse me, Spears to the line, it looks like. Yeah, anyone that turned this game off at 30-7, get back to ESPN Plus or get back to this stream. Oh yeah, last year's pistol scoop? I don't think they will. First free throw by Spears. On the 1-and-1, it's good. Back down to a 2-possession game. Might to retire from sports betting, though. Well, this one's not betting, it's math. This one's just math. You bet both sides, you always come out on top. You don't lose anything. Believe me, I've made a crap ton of money doing this arbitrage betting. Because you can't lose. It's literally bet both sides, you always win. So it looks at different books. It's like an investment fund. There's no chance. There's no risk involved. You don't have to sweat out anything. Ross. Back up top to Barrett. Barrett to Hardaway. Hardaway. Corner 3. No good. Couldn't tell who shot it because the camera didn't show it. But rebound on the play by the Roadrunners. 62-57. Roadrunners ball. Driving. Lay-in. Good. Spears. It's down to 3. It's down to a 3-point game. What a comeback. It was 19 points with 10 minutes to go. The Roadrunners outscored the Gales by 16 over the last 5.5 minutes. Ross driving. No foul. Now has to cut back inside. 10 on the clock. Tries to get a strip from Hardaway. Not going to get it. Offensive stole. 5 on the clock. It's Augustus. Augustus. Kick ball. 2 on the clock. Now reset it back to 20. 1 possession game. Who saw this one coming? Who the heck saw this one coming? Especially after how this one started. We've seen some crazy comebacks on stream before. This would be up there with one of the craziest. Clock resets to 20 after the kickball. Barrett, up top to Ross. Ross, 10 on the clock. Back to Augustus. Augustus, Ross. Ross fakes the pass to the corner. Now looking to kick back outside. It's Barrett. Barrett driving in with 2 on the clock. Off the back of the rim, no good. But foul on the floor. That's 6 now on the Roadrunners. So St. Mary's will retain possession. A long defensive possession here for the Roadrunners. You see my final win the game? About time. About time in this challenge. 62-59. Going to inbound from under the hoop. Augustus. Clock back at 24-11 left. If you like what we see, like and subscribe helps out a ton. We do all the games on this channel. Saxon been quiet this half. Saxon loses control as Scott pokes it out. They retain possession though. 10 on the clock. Goes up top back to Augustus. Augustus pulls up. Now he's going to dump it down low to Saxon. Saxon, wild lamb, no good. Gets his board and it will be rebounded by Scott. Chance to tie it up here. Spears. Step back 2. Wild shot off the back, but foul on the floor. It's a foul on the floor, and it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Roadrunners when we get back. 3:42 left. Are you kidding me? I'll put a poll up. Who wins this one? Holy crap. Who on earth saw this one coming? I'll get you some stats in just a bit. First, let me just let my followers know on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's get some stats from this one. Get you some stats right now. And sidearm is not working, so I can't go like fully in detail in terms of the stats. Sidearm just refuses to cooperate for this game. Unfortunately. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, let's channel a ton. St. Mary's just 3 for 16 from behind the arc. UTSA has made 5 threes in this half. We shoot a 1-and-1 as a reminder. Horton in foul trouble with 4. Paulius and Jordan Ross each have 4 fouls themselves. St. Mary's choking right now. Yeah, in the slip. Oh, I never go spread in slips. I always just go straight money line. What was the win probability? I don't know what the win probability was for this. Oh, here we go. Win probability. Okay, win probability. It is down to 72%. At one point, it was... Where was it? Yeah, here it is. At 30-7, it was 99.7%. With 10:54 left. It was 99.7%. It is down to 72. First free throw is good. First free throw by Scott. Yes, 99.7% chance. The Roadrunners have made it extremely interesting. Second free throw good by Scott. It's 62-61. You better be thanking Scorpion for donating to pick this game, because this game has been insane. Holy cow. And you made the call on this one. Your highest donation, you guys made the call. This has been phenomenal. Augustus. Screen set by Paulius. Augustus now. Gets it back after the pass to Paulius. Now it's Ross up top. Feeds it to the elbow. Back up top, Augustus. 3-point try. It's short. And UTSA gets the board. It's Horton. 3:10 left. St. Mary's only used 8 guys. They're starting to run out of energy. UTSA, all the momentum on their side. Melender. UTSA, they led it 3-2 at one point. They've not had the lead since. Chance here. Scott. It's Spears. 6 on the clock. Kicks it out. Fakes the 3. Smith. Drive it. Blocked. Blocked by Saxon. Blocked by Saxon. Augustus in transition. And they're going to slow it down with 2:37. 3-point try. Augustus kicks it out to the corner. It's Barrett. Short. Air ball. Saxon gets the board. Wasn't expecting an air ball. Foul on the floor. Polius going to the line and shoot 2. As he tries to put up a shot, it doesn't go. 2:27 left. Polius at the line to shoot 2. Polius 5 for 5 today from the stripe. St. Mary's are the team 21 for 27. They have hit 21 of the last 25. Timeout on the floor. Don't know who took it just yet. This game, if you switched off when it was a 19-point game and a half, or you switched off when it was 30-7, don't look now. What's wrong with High Point? Oh, they just got beat on the boards. Bodo Bodo has not been good. Bodo Bodo has been a disappointment this season, unfortunately, for High Point. The boards were just terrible. The boards were just really bad. There was just no, the refs were letting a lot go today. So there should have been a lot more physicality for High Point. And there really wasn't. You have the size advantage. And you just didn't do anything. The offense was just stagnant. Offense was really, really stagnant. Couldn't get a lot of drives inside. Couldn't feed down low. Offensive rebound. How many, third opportunities UNCG got? It was insane. It was insane. This team is, they need to gel. They really need to gel. Because there's talent there, clearly, but it's like they're going at half speed right now. 2 3 throws for Polius after the timeout. First one is good. Samaris 22 for the last 26 from the line. They met to the start of the game. They've made their last 85% of the free throws. Second one here for Polius. It is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound on the play by Scott. Spears is going to take this one up for the Roadrunners with 2:20 left. So we're approaching midnight on the East Coast, but we are not sleeping. We will sleep in May. Spears, pull up from the elbow, falling down, foul on the floor. Found the play on the shot. They're going to get a shooting foul, so it will be 2 for Spears to tie it up. Spears will get 2 chances to tie it. He's 4 for 4 from the line today. On the season, 36 for 42. If you want anyone that can tie it up, this is the man, shooting 86% from the stripe a month into the season. The first free throw... Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's Spears. Yeah, I said Mama, but it's clearly Spears for the line. First free throw is good. 1-point game. Spears 5 for 5 today from the line. Up to 86% shooting. Yeah, the graphic is wrong by their... It's not Mahmoud, it's Spears at the line. Gets it to go. 63 all. Okay, get the graphic off the screen. There we go. 63 all. This broadcast has been crap. This broadcast has been so crap. They're playing a trap. They're playing a trap. It's all tied up. And throws it away. Was it tipped? It was not. Throw it away. They did not have any answers for the trap as they tried to cross before 10 seconds. And it will be UTSA ball with 2:01 left. A chance to take the lead. Spears taking it up. Spears puts it back. It's Scott. Scott trying to drive on Saxon. Has to pick up his dribble back up top to Monsanto. Monsanto. We'll give it to Melender. Melender, 12 on the clock. Melender. He's got one-on-one. He's got ISO. He's going to try driving. Spin move on Ross. Lay-in. No good. Rebound by the Gales. Foul. Nope. Hang on. Foul on the play. Foul on the play. Wait, is somebody covered dating someone already? The foul is actually against UTSA on the floor. It'll be a 1-1. Somebody covered dating someone already. She's in a healthy relationship right now, if I'm not mistaken. They're showing... No, don't show a replay. We're going to miss the free throw. Okay, they're shooting at the line right now. I don't know if this free throw is... They missed the free throw. They got the free throw, but they missed showing the free throw. This broadcast has been crap. They're on a break. Is it like Friends, like Ross and Rachel? So the first free throw was good. We didn't see it because they showed a replay and forgot to cut away. This broadcast has just been insanely poor. Second free throw, no good. Short. But St. Mary's able to get their own board. 1:30 left. Augustus. Back to Ross. Up top to Augustus. Augustus, Ross. Ross to the corner. Back to Ross. Ross, wild shot with 1 on the clock. Can't get the roll, but rebound on the play. Easy putback for Luke Barrett. The offensive rebounding for St. Mary's in that possession was huge to get 3 out of it. And the Gales go up by 3 with 1 minute left. UTSA just 1 timeout. Spears thinks about it. He's working on Augustus. Spears. Step back 3. No good. Rebound by Saxon. They don't have to foul. There's a 15-second difference. Ross. Now they do foul. Try to force a 1-and-1, I guess. And with the way St. Mary's shared the line today, I'm not sure that's the right strategy. I think I let that one play out. Ross is 1 for 2 at the line, so if he misses this, no harm done. They are going to get Spears on the foul there. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's it for him. If I'm not mistaken, that might be it for Spears. So I don't think that was intentional by any means. First free throw for Ross of the 1-and-1. It is off the back of the rim. No good. So they're going to get it back. 30 seconds. Going for a quick 2. Melender in. 66-65. 27 seconds. Now, obviously, you got a foul here. You want to get the trap, and if you can't get the trap, now you want to foul. Take it up is Ross. Ross, it's 2 free throws the rest of the way. You have to foul. And they do foul before the shot went in. Why was the golden bat rule work as only an extraneous place to run on base rule? I think it's just a stupid rule regardless. It's a stupid rule regardless. 18.7 left. 2 free throws the rest of the way. It's Ross, who missed his last free throw. Just 1 for 3 today at the line. It'll be a 1-score game regardless of what he does here, but hits the first, 67-65. Barry must be scratched from the next game. Yeah, that... What a World Series Game 7, then? Like, I would hate that rule. A lot of guys get stretched anyways. Don't play every game. Second free throw. No good. Clanks out. 2-point game. They can hold for the final shot. Timeout on the floor. UTSA will have none left. They're going to talk this one over. 2 to tie, 3 to win. They can hold it if they want. Do you go quick? Do you wait? I'll put a poll up. End of regulation result. What do you think? Can we get overtime? We could. It's a 2-point game and UTSA is the ball. We could get overtime. We will not be doing overtime tonight in terms of the stream. We're not going to do OT tonight. We have 42 people on stream. That's usually what we get for the college football streams. Yeah, this was like a test run to do college basketball, and it's working. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you're just joining us. This game on ESPN Plus, it was 30-7 at one point. 30-7. The Gales looked like they were running away with this, and now UTSA going to have it back after the timeout with a chance to win it here. Jordan Ross, when the Gales needed most, was terrible at the stripe. 1 for his last 3. If he made them, we'd be looking at a 2-score game. A missed 2, missed a 1-and-1, missed the second one there. Melender's got 21. You figure it's either him or Monsanto. If you're driving inside to win Melender, If you're going to kick it out, it's going to be Monsanto, who's taken 11 3-pointers today. He's made 3 of them. Ideally, you want drive inside to Melender. And no Spears the rest of the way. He fouled out. Here we go. Spears. He's on 4. My apologies. Elbow shot. Pulling away. It's good. 6.4. It's good. Spears drills it. Spears drills it. We're tied up. I don't know why the scoreboard on what the heck does a scoreboard say? Wait. That has to be a typo. Why the heck does... No, that can't be right. Why does the scoreboard on ESPN say 16... Wait. That's a typo. It's not 69, it's 67 all. I don't know why on earth the score bug on the actual broadcast is saying 69, 67. It's 67 all. Ignore the score bug on ESPN. I don't know what the heck. This broadcast has been drunk. This has been one of the worst broadcasts I've ever seen in my life. UTSA is tied. They are not... Yeah, there we go. It's 67 all. That's more like it. 6.4. Who will be the man here? St. Mary's, a big reason why they have struggled in this game. 3 for 19 from behind the stripe, or from behind the arc. Augustus was great the first 7, pretty quiet since. Do you use your size advantage? Potentially feed someone down low. $67 all. Yeah, if you are just joining us, this game is over on ESPN Plus. It was 30-7 at one point. 99.7% win probability with 10:52 left. And since then, the Roadrunners have been magnificent. Thanks in part to a great effort by Melender with 21 and Spears with 19. The 2 guards combined for 40 points in this one. Barrett's going to inbound this one with 6.7. Here we go. Ross going to take it up. Ross, 3, 2, no foul. Pulls up for 3. Air ball. Overtime. Rebound by Smith. We've got overtime. We've got overtime. One of the craziest comebacks of this young season. A 23-point lead. A 19-point lead with 10.5 to go. We are all tied up here. And just like that, we head to overtime. Oh my goodness. Get to a TV screen immediately. If you are a member, you can show your support for either one of these teams using those emojis in the chat. We do have the emojis for St. Mary's and for UTSA. If you want to show your support for the underdog or show your support for the Gales. 23-point lead. At one point, 10 minutes in, the Roadrunners were shooting 9% from the field. You heard that right, 9%. Now, the problem with the Roadrunners is that Spears is in foul trouble. He's got 4. Ross has 4 fouls. Paulius has 4 fouls for the Gales. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, this is insane. I thought this game was going to be a bloodbath. 22.5-point favorites. This game... And we're past a minute on the East Coast, but we are still going. And St. Mary's, undefeated before their last game, which was a loss to ASU. Leading scorers, Melender and Spears, are the only players in double figures for the Roadrunners, so they have 40 of the 67. St. Mary's only used 8 players thus far. Augustus leads with 19, Barrett with 12, Saxon with 10. 62% of you think the Roadrunners will pull this one out. Yeah, fine if you lose second to OC Squares up. Yeah, you should be very proud of this team. 22.5 point underdogs, down by a crap ton. You should be very proud of this team, regardless of what happens here. St. Mary's wins the tip. Barrett up top to Paulius. Now it's going back to Augustus. Augustus tries to split the double easy lay in here on the finger roll. Got it. Augustus now with 20, Augustus with 21 leads the team. I make these intros. I make the music myself. I make all the music myself. Primo, Spears. Spears took an OT. Now going to dump it down low in the pass. It is Smith. Misses the hook. The hook miss, and Saxon will get the board. And will give it off to his point guard. Give it off to Ross. Ross has really, really struggled today thus far. Ross just 6 points. 2 for 7 shooting. Over 4 from 3. 2 for 5 from the free throw line. We got a stoppage here. Trap game for St. Mary's. Well, I think at 37, we all thought this was going to be a bloodbath. I think everyone thought. I mean, they couldn't get anything. UTSA couldn't get anything going down low. And then UTSA played the 2-3 high. They played the 2-3 high. They started trapping a bit. I don't know why St. Mary's never started trapping. There was never any point where St. Mary's tried pressing. Try to throw them off the rhythm. They just let UTSA do whatever they wanted on offense after it was 30-7. They let the underdog dictate the tempo. And you can't do that. St. Mary's let the underdog dictate the tempo. And what's crazy is that at no point did St. Mary's call a timeout. They probably should have. I mean, they could have stopped the bleeding a while ago and just did not. There was one stretch in the first half where UTSA, I think they scored 11 points in 4 minutes. I think it was an 11-1 run. They never called timeout. They never called timeout. Just say, hey, wake up, guys. This one's not over. Just to slow it down a little bit. They let them dictate the tempo. And we have a stoppage on the floor right now, 4:07. Now, if you like what Steve Lenny's throughout this channel a ton, and we're not usually a college basketball channel, but I do this thing now when there's no football on, where you guys make the call in terms of what game you want me to do, and this was the game you guys picked based on your donations. It could have been an NBA game, could have been a women's basketball game, could have picked a men's basketball game for college. You guys picked this one. And man, did you guys make the right call here. You guys made the right call here. Ross has it off the inbound, 15 on the clock. Back to Augustus, who's got 21, scored the opening points of the OT. Ross fakes the kick to the corner, now going to try and drive inside. Ross gets the lay, and back-to-back layups for the Gales. Now they're finally starting to drive inside. We saw a lot of that in the first 10 minutes. Now they're finally starting to be able to drive inside, back up to a 2-score game. 71-67. Weaving it around. It's Monsanto. Gives it off to Spears. Spears, again, 4 fouls for him. Dumps it down low. Looking, kicks it back out. Fakes the 3. Looking for some space. Kicks back out to Monsanto. Monsanto, step back 3. No goodies. 3 for 12 from behind the arc. A wild 3-pointer. Not a lot of space there. And now St. Mary's in transition. And Cameraman kind of drunk in this game. Cameraman's been kind of crap this game. So have it to the Marlins? Yeah. Have to mortgage their salary for the next 100 years. All right, Ross run the point. Ross back to Augustus. Augustus back to Ross. Ross, 8 on the clock. Ross looking to drive inside. Kicks it down low to Saxon. Saxon draws the foul. They're going to say it's on the floor. They're going to give him the +1. Ross looks a lot better this OT period. I'm pretty comfortable at the point. I think they're going to say the foul was on the... It shouldn't be. Should be continuation. That should be an N1. We're in celebrating like it. Sachs hit the line. I was gonna say it was before he got the shot off. I didn't see that. I thought it was an N1. We cover the 22.5 in OT. I've never seen that before. I think the largest free was like 15. First free throw by Saxon is good. Second free throw. Good. Saxon very sharp in the first half. Pretty quiet the second half. Gets those to go. 6-point game. Spears going to take it up. Spears steps back. Resetting. Gets a screen from Monsanto. Spears. Now looking to drive. Are they going to get an offensive foul? They are not. Going to sit back for 3. Got it. 1-score game. Down to 3. They could have called Spears for his 5th offensive foul, or 5th foul of the game. Did not call it as he tried to drive. Be a 3-point game with 2:30 left. St. Mary's will be shooting 2 the rest of the way if they get to the line. Back to Ross. St. Mary's has scored every possession this OT. Ross. Backdoor cut on the pass. It's Paulus. Hook shot. Good. Gets it while falling down. St. Mary's perfect so far this OT period. 4 possessions, 8 points. Splits the double. Spears. Dump it down low. And good. Quick score there. Nice find by Spears to Jonathan Smith, the redshirt senior from Selma. Back to a 3-point game. 149. Going quick. Reverse lay-in is good by Saxon. And they're going to get a foul. That one's going to be an and 1. How's it going, Keith Santos? Welcome in. I do not speak Portuguese, so I do not... We have someone that actually does speak a bit Portuguese in the chat. I have no clue what that means. But appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate stopping by for this one. Saxon, some money this OT period. Going on lines to try and convert the M1 back to a 6-point game. Yeah, if you're just joining us, St. Mary's up by 23 at one point. 99.7% per chance win probability with 10.5 to go. Spears tied it up. Since then, St. Mary's been money in the OT period with 1:45 left. 11 points in OT on 5 possessions. Can't really do much better than that. Spears trying to drive. Spears spins, pulls back. Spears taking this one over. It was Melender for a bit, and now it's Spears. The 2 guards, a big reason why UTSA is in this one. Try the half-court trap doesn't work, or full-court press, I should say. And now it's Augustus. Up top, it's a 4-point game. Kicks it to Ross. Ross going to slow things down. Back to Augustus. Augustus crossover to Barrett. Barrett, 9 on the clock. Back to Ross up top. Trying to drive inside. Not a lot of separation. Ross loses dribble for a second. Picks it back up. Shot no good. Rebound on the play. It should be a jump ball. And no, it's going to be St. Mary's ball. St. Mary's, they said they got it. They're going to get an offensive foul. They're going to say they did not. Referee's letting a lot go right now. No offensive foul. No block. No charge. No jump ball. 9 on the shot clock. Going slow. Ross for 3. Off the rim, no good. Board by St. Mary's. Foul on the shot. Really a 3rd chance opportunity, and Paulie's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Josh Allen living best life right now. Paulie is 6 for 7 at the line. He'll go to line shooting 2 here. Still be a 2-score game regardless. But that possession killed a lot of clock. And a chance here for St. Mary's. Not to put this one away, but to make it a lot comfortable. Like it was in the first half. First for the Paulie, he's 7 for 8 at the line. It's good. 79-74. Again, our next game that we're doing is... We're going to have a stream tomorrow night. I don't have to see what trivia yet or GeoGuessr. But Thursday night, we are doing the Lions-Packers Thursday night game, so hopefully you'll join for that one. That one clanks off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Mo. Now it's Melender. Got to go quick. Down by 5. Melender kicked off his foot, and it will be St. Mary's ball, and found the play by Melender. Paulius going back to the line. With about 25 seconds left. This one just about done. If St. Mary's makes both these free throws, it'll be a 3-possession game. Paulius 1 for 2 last time out. Makes the first, gets a friendly roll. This is a big free throw coming up here. The Lithuanian. Chance to make it a 3-possession game. Timeout on the floor. I'm assuming it's UTSA that called it. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. We're gonna do a lot more college basketball games, a lot of NBA games, a lot of baseball games. Again, we have expanded the scope of the channel in terms of streams. Now, in terms of videos, they're all still going to be NFL related. Nothing changes there. Nothing will ever change there. This will be a strictly NFL channel for that. But, and football comes first. But in terms of other sports, like we will do March Madness. We'll be on the air for all of March Madness. You can bet on that. We're on for a lot of regular season games. We're on for High Point UNCG earlier today, my alma mater. We're on for this one because you guys made the call on this one. And if you do want to decide future games we could do, be sure to tune into future streams where your donations will help decide which games we call. Like what you can call for Saturday night. Are we going to call the ACC Championship between SMU and Clemson, or the Big Ten Championship between Penn State and Oregon? You guys will let me decide. Highest donation total is the game that we're going to do. And you can vote until Friday. What a great effort by UTSA. I agree with you on that. Could have easily folded the tower 37 or a 19-point game. Just St. Mary's looked like they're pulling away. Did not. Paulia's second free throw is short. So it's still a 2-score game. Gotta go, though. Gotta get some quick threes. Melender trying to get any sort of space. Pulling up. It's Spears. Spears off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound on the play by St. Mary's. And UTSA will foul with 8.9. As Augustus will go to the line. That should just about do it. Augustus will shoot 2. A heck of an effort by the Roadrunners. Who just couldn't get anything going defensively during the OT period. The Gales on the verge of scoring 15 points in the OT in that 5 minutes. They scored basically every possession. And when they didn't score, they got the boards. I think SMU will be this good the first season. No, not at all. Not at all. Up to a 3-score game. Augustus' second free throw. Let's put this one on ice. If it isn't already, it's good. Augustus, a great showing. 23 points leading score for the Gales. 8.9 left. UTSA, a valiant effort. Close, but no cigar. So they really blew this one. I mean, they were 22.5-point underdogs. Trying to drive inside, loses control of the ball. No good. It will be St. Mary's ball for turnover. 3.4 just for one simple inbound. That should do it. This will be a harder way to inbound this one. The Gales will go to 8-1. Wasn't the prettiest by any means. I think we all thought this was a runaway Central. They got a game against Utah coming up on the road at Salt Lake. Well, UTSA will drop to 3-4. Their next game against Arkansas will face John Calipari's team in Fayetteville. Be the second of a 3-game road trip, which will culminate not this Sunday, but next Sunday against North Dakota. That's your final, 82-74. The Coyote is smiling somewhere. So if you are a Gales fan, the Gales win was a lot longer, was a lot uglier than I think anyone expected. But St. Mary's, UTSA Chicago wins the road underdog. I mean, you take the shot you get. You take the shot you get. You have the shot, you take it. You can't take that chance. You can't take that chance. All right, we are not doing OT tonight because this game went overtime, and I got to get some videos out because I went through 2 videos today. And I want to test something for trivia, hopefully, if it works out. But with that being said, guys, final score 82-74. St. Mary's pulling it out in overtime despite blowing a 23-point lead and a 19-point lead midway through the second half. Tomorrow, we'll do a stream. I don't know yet if it's going to be trivia or if it's going to be GeoGuessr. I will let you know. Be a decision on that one. I'll let you know this morning or later. It's on the East Coast. I'll let you know. We also have Thursday night Lions Packers, new video dropping at 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, and we should have another video dropping around 3 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Appreciate you guys a ton. Fun day of college basketball that we called. 2 close games, 2 really good games. But St. Mary's takes it in the end, 82-74. Thank you guys for tuning in. JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of everyone. And don't forget, check out Scorpion's channel. Did a podcast with her earlier in the day. We talked about NFL, music, college football. We talked about the Al Shire hit. I talked about a lot of stuff. So thank you guys again for tuning in. And I will see you